This is the side-lying ring lat stretch. The lats are one of the major muscle groups that cross the shoulder, and because of this they can inhibit your ability to lift your arms overhead. If you're training handstands or any overhead movement with a barbell, and you have tight lats, then removing this inhibition by performing the side-lying ring lat stretch regularly could really enhance your performance. So I'm hanging from a single gymnastics ring in this side-lying position, and I want to make sure my working arm is vertical. You can modulate the intensity by lowering the ring. So the higher ring and higher hips will be less intense, lower ring, lower hips will be more intense, and you need to find a level of intensity you can work with for at least 30 seconds at a time. The next view is this side view, and I'm imagining I've got a brick wall or even an electric fence in front and behind me, and I'm trying to avoid touching them. So I have to keep my hips and chest square forward or I'm going to get shocked by the electric fence. Yeah, so for pure side flexion, you want to be in this position where you're between the walls or between the fence. If you need to reduce the intensity further, you can take your top leg and put it in front of you, or perform the movement hanging from a bar to give a bit more stability. In this example, you can see me setting up so that the ring strap and my arm are not vertical. By shifting my position, I can find the vertical ring strap and vertical arm as shown on the right. Notice that the foot of my bottom leg is on its side, and this is where my weight should be. In this example, I'm using my front foot for a bit of stability, but I don't want to keep much weight on this foot. If possible, it's best to stack the top foot on top of the bottom foot, as this is the easiest way to get into pure side flexion. Allow gravity to pull the outside of your bottom hip diagonally towards the ground. Allow the scapula to elevate so that the whole shoulder joint shrugs upwards. So in this final cue, I'm actually going to contradict what I said earlier in the video. So you can see here is the kind of pure side flexion angle. This line of tension is the one that's tightest for most people, but also leaning back like this or forward like this can just hit different angles, and the fibers of the lat muscle actually they're not all going in the same direction. Some are more vertical, some are more across, and some are kind of at a diagonal angle. So by playing with the different options here, you can find kind of what feels tightest for you, and kind of customize the stretch in that way. Aim for 30-second holds to start with. If you can't hold the stretch for 30 seconds without grimacing, it's probably too intense. Perform the stretch after your general warm-up, but before you start your overhead lifting or handstands. If one set of 30 seconds on each side seems to improve your performance, try adding a second and maybe even a third set of the stretch on each side and see if this opens up your overhead position even more. Thanks for watching this video. If you give the stretch a go, please let me know in the comments how you find it. And also be sure to check out all of the other content on my channel. The lats is just one muscle group that crosses the shoulder, and I do break down all of the kind of anatomical inhibitions to a great overhead position in other videos, and show you how to address those. So things like the pecs and the thoracic spine. So yeah, check out that content, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.